Hi Aries, this is your September 4th through September 10th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love coming towards you. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already married or in a relationship. Then I'll do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first bit is a new love this week. We have Death, clarified by the Eight of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Three of Cups. We also have the Six of Swords. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Wands with the Chariot and the Ten of Cups. And we have the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Scorpio and Cancer on the table. This is one interesting reading, Aries. You're dealing with this King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. So it could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody with a lot of Earth in their chart. If they're not an Earth sign, they could be an entrepreneur, working for a financial institution, or just a very grounded individual in general. What's interesting about this reading is that we start with Death and the Eight of Wands. So this is news. News coming your way, Aries. And I think this is the news coming from this King of Pentacles, right? Death and the Eight of Wands, all right? Death could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but perhaps this person is getting out of a relationship, or they're finalizing a divorce. Or perhaps if this was a long-distance relationship, they could be letting you know that they're moving. If they left at some point, and say you went on a couple of dates with this person in the past, but then they had to go to attend to their extended family, or they had to go on a business trip, or something along those lines, they're going to let you know they're coming back. All right? Or perhaps something is changing in this person's life, and now the two of you can move forward together. Now the two of you can be together, right? So that's what the news is. And again, it will play out differently for all of you depending on your particular situation. So yeah, Death and the Eight of Wands, news and travel. I think this person is either coming to see you, or the two of you can now move forward together with those two cards, right? The Eight of Wands is also a card of a Cupid's arrow. So they could be letting you know that they can't play without you. Ever since the two of you met, they've been thinking of you all the time. So here comes the rest of the spread, right? We got the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Three of Cups, and the Six of Swords is following that. So the Ace of Swords, again, this is a card of the conversation. It's a card of clarity. So now you're going to be crystal clear about what's actually happening between the two of you. The Ace of Swords, with the Ace of Swords, nobody is fooling around, nobody is beating around the bush. It's going to be a very straightforward, very direct conversation between the two of you. The Three of Cups, clarifying it, is a card of a reunion for some of you, or perhaps the two of you can now celebrate, right? It is a card of a celebration, right? If this King of Pentacles is a Virgo, by the way, it could be their birthday that's coming up this week. We're in the middle of a Virgo birthday season, all right? So perhaps they will attribute this to their birthday or something like that, all right? They may reach out to you and tell you, you know, a lot has changed in my life, and by the way, it's my birthday, let's go. If they're not a Virgo still, you're still celebrating this coming together, right? The Six of Swords, the next card over, another moving forward card, just like the Eight of Wands. And the thing about the Six of Swords, things always get better with the Six of Swords. It's an improvement card. So the two of you being together will make both of your lives better. Okay, I personally believe we are in each other's lives to make each other's lives better, because to me personally, what's the point otherwise? Perhaps that's what's happening here as well. All right, in the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Wands with the Chariot and the Ten of Cups. I believe the Ace of Wands belongs to you, Aries, right? You are a fire sign, and the Ace of Wands is a fire sign indicator, so that's most likely you. At the same time, the Ace of Wands is a very passionate ace, right? But it's not only about passion, because we also have the Ten of Cups right next to the deck. So the Ten of Cups is one of the best cards when it comes to emotionally fulfilling relationships or marriages, right? This card is often referred to as the happily ever after card. And in the Chariot in the middle, between the sandwiched in between the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups, who the Cancer you're dealing with, but the Chariot is yet another forward moving card, right? So we do have three cards that could be interpreted as cards of moving forward, relocating, going somewhere, and things like that. Those are the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Chariot. At the same time, the Chariot is a card of victory, success. It's a card of a triumph. It's a card of moving forward and not looking back. Just like in the Six of Swords right there in the middle, you see how those people are moving forward. They're not looking back, you know. So whatever the Death card with the Eight of Wands represents, you know, it's all behind you now. It will be all behind you. So from this point on, it's just going to be smooth sailing. And at the same time, you will feel good about this. I really like how you got the King of Pentacles, right? And we've got all these cards from other elements on the table, right? We got Swords, we got Cups, we got Wands, you've got everything. Aries. All right, so yeah, this looks good. Really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. Aries, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Four of Wands, the Emperor, and three pages. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Well, the Emperor, that's you, Aries, right? That's your major arcana card, unless you're also dealing with another Aries. And I believe this week, you know, children will be in the center of attention. If children are always in the center of your attention, it's going to be a very typical week, you know, business as usual. But if not, then children will still somehow become, you know, very important. And even if you don't have children, perhaps your siblings have children, perhaps you're invited to a kid's birthday party, and your siblings is inviting you, and you're going. The Four of Wands, the first card that came out, it is a card of a commitment or marriage. This card, to me personally, this card always reminds me of an actual wedding. So you could be going to a wedding and perhaps there's kids running around, or it could be like a family get-together, and again, children are running around, or perhaps you're, even though we don't have any cards suggesting you could be going somewhere, perhaps you are. You know, but yeah, those pages are most likely children. Perhaps you're babysitting for someone. Yeah, if those are not children, then perhaps it's just a lot of communication, or perhaps a lot of invitations. All right, you could be invited to a whole bunch of events, and I don't know how many you will manage to go to, but if I know Aries, then you could potentially make it to all of them. Okay, yeah, that's what I have for Aries. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries. This week, keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent X. Also keep in mind, we still have so many planets in retrograde this week. We still do. We have the Emperor clarified by the Page of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. Then we have the Two of Cups clarified by the Hierophant. And we have the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Well, you could be dealing with a Taurus, perhaps even another Aries. Here's the deal, Aries. If you feel like reaching out to somebody, don't be surprised, because you could be reaching out to somebody, especially if the two of you had like a major fallout. All right. The Emperor, the first card that came out, that's you. That's your major arcana card. You could be dealing with another Aries. At the same time, the Emperor could be your ex-husband or someone like that. All right. The Page of Wands clarifying the Emperor is a message, right? A message. And the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of a conflict. It's a card of a fight. It's a card of drama, resistance, that type of stuff. Most importantly is that the two of you are going to be patching things up, right? The Two of Swords right next to the Emperor. The often forgotten meaning of the Two of Swords is armistice or ceasefire. Ceasefire, let's stop fighting and let's talk about this. And the result of the conversation is the reconciliation, because the very last card that came out is the Two of Cups, and it's clarified by the Hierophant, right? So there's two people in the Two of Cups. That's you and your person. It's a soulmate card. It's a card of when two people are on the same page. I don't know what you were fighting over, but I think you're going to compromise. You're going to come to some kind of a, conclusion that it wasn't worth fighting for, or, you guys will work things out, basically. The Hierophant clarifying it could be a Taurus you're dealing with, but the Hierophant is a card of something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage. It's also a very spiritual card, educational card. So I do see this as a reconciliation. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries. This week we have the Hangman, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the World. on the bottom of the deck. To be honest with you, Aries, I don't really see much work happening here. Perhaps you're taking some time off. It doesn't have to be the whole week. You could just take a couple of days off, like Thursday or Friday. Here in the United States, I think we have Monday off. Some people will decide to take some more time off during this week. Perhaps that's what's happening here. For some of you, you may have like a really bright idea out of the blue, right? Perhaps you're going to have a dream, or you're going to be chilling at some point, taking a break, just laying down, and you may have a bright idea, right? But again, I don't really see much work happening here. And I don't see you suffering because of this. It's not most likely because you're out of work, because you're unemployed. No, I see you relaxing, all right? The Nine of Cups, right next to the deck, as a matter of fact, is a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. All right, it's also a card of a wish come true. With the Four of Swords to the left of it, you know, there isn't much going on with the Four of Swords. The person in the Four of Swords is just relaxing, right? You may have that bright idea as you're relaxing somewhere by the poolside, because the Hangman, the first card that came out, could be a Pisces you're dealing with, but the Hangman is a card of nothing happening, right? And at the same time, the Hangman could be a card of like an epiphany or a light bulb moment. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Five of Swords, and we have the Devil on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. This could be either directly or indirectly related to you. I'm saying it could be indirectly because it could be happening to someone else. Because this is something you're not expecting to happen. What's going on here is this spread is about somebody breaking free, somebody putting their foot down, somebody telling someone off. All right. And this someone has been sitting in this energy for a while. It could be you. Perhaps you're going to surprise yourself and you're going to rebel in a way, or it could be someone else, right? So let's talk about this real quick. The Eight of Swords, the first card that came out, and the Devil. Those two cards are talking about the same thing. Somebody here is stuck in a toxic situation, or somebody could be stuck because they are addicted to something, right? It could be an addiction to another person. It could be an addiction to substance, all right? Or the Devil is a card of like a codependence and stuff like that. So here comes the rebellion, right? The rest of the spread is the rebellion, right? The Seven of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Swords, clarifying it, are talking about the same thing, right? Somebody saying, no, I've had enough. No, I'm not going to be doing this anymore. I'm getting out. I'm done. I'm not gonna let you take advantage of me anymore. I'm not gonna let you use me anymore. Things like that. Somebody here is putting their foot down and perhaps even leaving. Okay, depending on your situation. But that's what those three cards are about: the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Again, it could be you who's doing this, or it could be someone you know who is doing this. But that's what you're not expecting. Somebody is cutting the cord. All right, so yep, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.